So I want to start this video off by stating that beauty is subjective, and your definition of the most beautiful woman or person in the world is probably very different than my definition of the most gorgeous woman in the world. Now, the first piece of advice I want to give you when it comes to dating gorgeous women is very important. It's probably the most important. Now, a lot of this list isn't ordered in importance, but this one that comes first is. So the first rule, or at least guideline I'd give you, is to not have an OnlyFans account. If you have an OnlyFans account, that incredibly ruins your chance of getting a girl everywhere. Use Pornhub, it's free, and you don't look like a loser spending all your money on a woman who doesn't care about you. It's kind of like going to the strip club and thinking the stripper likes you. She doesn't care about you. So next piece of advice, there's 3 qualities and traits you must have to attract any woman you want. I'm not sure how it works, maybe it attracts men too for the ladies watching, but this is more of a guide advice for men dating women, and it's full of advice that I have used in the past. I have dated numerous gorgeous women in my life. I'm not very attractive, as many people have pointed out here on YouTube, but I have dated a lot of very attractive women. For instance, I've dated a model before, and actually every single woman I've asked on a date has said yes. So listen up, because I'm here to spit some game to you. So these 3 traits are important for every man that wants a successful date with a woman to have. Be confident, have self-respect, and respect the woman you're talking to for more than just her appearance. Exercise twice a week at the very least for an hour each session, because men can be butterfaces too. There's a lot of men that are only attracted to women because of their body, and there's a lot of women out there that are only attracted to men because of their body. You can be poor, you can be ugly, you can look like Darth Sidious, but if you hit that gym twice a week for an hour each session, you can gain a body that'll attract the most gorgeous woman on the earth, so long as you have the personality to back it. Look up the Big 10 exercises. It's a 10 exercise workout routine that targets your entire body. I do it twice a week, and for instance, today I just hit my max hammer curl. I was curling 45-pound hammer curls, and I noticed several women staring at me while I was curling that weight. So if you're ugly, just get strong, and then you'll just be ugly. You'll have the physique to attract women, and people, both men and women, admire a fit body. That's just human instinct. We're attracted to people with large chests and big butts. Women love men with big butts. I notice women checking my butt out all the time. I have a very big butt. Now that's not to say just to admire a woman just for her big butt and her chest. In fact, I'd advise not doing that. Look for a woman that spiritually connects with you. Forget about her beauty for a second, and that will help you find the most beautiful woman in the world. That's what I did. I've dated women that are very ugly because I want to give people a chance. It's not about dating someone because they're super beautiful and gorgeous, because a lot of those times, those gorgeous people have been treated so well their whole lives that they treat others like shit. And that's the OnlyFans model example there. A lot of those OnlyFans models are so highly praised that they just dog shit other people. So look for a woman that spiritually connects with you, that makes you feel happy and shares common interests with you, and that'll help you find a woman that you find truly beautiful, both inside and out. My advice to this is look at her eyes, not her breasts, not her butt, not her private parts, not her tummy. Look into her eyes when you're talking to her, because there are ugly women that are fat women rather. There are fat women that have beautiful faces. I've dated a couple because I want to date a woman I love for her personality, not because she's the most attractive woman. I just got lucky that I found a spiritually attractive woman that has a body to match. Don't shower her with compliments. It's okay, and I recommend complimenting her every so often, woman, but don't just continually sit there and be like, you're the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen before. I can't live my life without you. You are the smartest person that's ever graced this earth. Nobody matches you in beauty. Don't be that guy that just talks to her through compliments. Have some sustenance to your conversation and say something about her. Make sure your compliments, when you do compliment, are genuine, and stray away from complimenting her appearance. Beautiful women get told they are beautiful all the time. She's probably heard she's the most gorgeous woman in the world several times in her life from other men that just want her for her looks or just want to sleep with her. Instead of complimenting her appearance, focus on qualities you like about her and stray away once again from her body. Don't be like, man, I bet that fat ass would jiggle like some jello on a Thanksgiving table if I spread you and gave you a spanking. Like, if you say something like that, it's not going to sit well with her. Same if you say something like, I bet those massive milkers could feed a family of 4. Those are bad ideas for a compliment. Instead, find something she's good at that you appreciate for her. For instance, this woman I'm dating wakes up every morning or ends her day with a run throughout the neighborhood, and I admire her stamina, her persistence, her endurance, and her inspiration to wake up every morning and go on a run. So a few compliments I've said to her that really flowed well with her was like, I really admire your passion for caring about other people. It seems like you genuinely care to help humanity. And another one I said was, I find it really inspiring how you have the determination to wake up every morning and go on a run. If you stick to qualities she's good at, it sits better with her, because it's probably something she hasn't heard as frequently as, like, man, you got some massive titties, baby. Like, it's just don't be that guy that focuses on her appearance, and you'll get further, even if you're an ugly man. Another good dating tip that I've read before, and I'll share with you, is to appropriately touch her during the date at some point. Either when you first meet her, if you're meeting her for the first time, ask to shake her hand. If she declines, well, it's going to be a little bit awkward, but there's nothing harmful about a handshake. Or a high five. If you say something if she shares an accomplishment with you, high five her. And if she's comfortable enough with you, then hug her. Like this woman I took on a coffee date when I first met her at the coffee shop, she gave me a hug, and that was a great way to initiate contact right when seeing her. I'm hoping, since I have another meeting planned with her soon, that I get another hug. You know, it's those small steps that build confidence and show the woman that you're comfortable with them, and that you don't see them as an object. You see them as a person, and you want to be around them. I had this woman once. I lived with her. It was a quad. She was an elderly woman. She was like in her 60s. And I lived in a quad, so that's a 4 apartment with a shared kitchen and bathroom. And it works with women of all age with the appropriate touch. Like, make sure your hands are clean if you touch her. Make sure your body is clean if you touch her, because nobody wants to touch clammy hands. I had this woman I was living with, and I had just finished pleasuring myself, let's put it that way. And I went to fix myself some meal, and I saw her in the kitchen, and I don't think she knew what I was doing, and God, I hope she didn't know. But she asked to shake my hand, and she shook my hand, and my hand was super clammy, and she immediately shrieked backwards like, ugh, your hand is clammy. And I was really embarrassed, but I was put in a position where it would have been awkward to deny her handshake, but it was also awkward to shake her hand because my hand was super clammy. And so don't do that. Luckily, she was not a woman I was sexually attracted to, so I was able to get over it pretty quickly. Now, when it comes to the first date, get her a rose. Always get the woman a rose. Not a bouquet, but a single rose. And try to find a rose that hasn't opened yet, that's sort of closed. If you get her one that's sort of closed, that means when she takes it home and puts it in water, it'll last longer as it opens up and becomes more beautiful. It's a more fresh rose if you get a closed rose than an open rose. That's a trick my dad taught me. And every woman I have done this for has given me a second date. All of them. And I've done this for all the women I have dated. I have got them a rose. So it's a small token. Women love flowers. That's the truth. I love flowers, and I'm a man, obviously. I have a rose tattooed on my hand, both of them. But roses, like, is a small gesture. If you get a bouquet, you're coming off a little too strong, especially if the relationship isn't that serious yet. Know when to get her a bouquet. Don't be desperate. That's the most important fact, is don't be desperate. Know when it's appropriate for a bouquet. A good time for a bouquet is anniversaries, Valentine's Day, her birthday, Christmas, holidays. Special occasions are the times for the bouquet. Every other date, just get her a rose until you know her very well. And another thing I want to mention is don't be desperate. Women can tell if you're desperate. Have self-respect. Know that not every woman is going to want to date you and that not every fit will be a match. So just understand that the more desperation you show her, the worse your chances are of going further with her. Women can tell when you're desperate. They don't want to date a desperate man. So understand that while she may be the most beautiful woman in the world, she is not the only woman in the world, and that both of you, you and her, have several other options of women that want to date you or them. There is no such thing as an involuntary celibate person. I don't believe that at all. There is a person out there for every single man and woman out there, and you just have to believe in yourself. Confidence is the biggest key of getting a date with a woman, because you can be the most ugliest man on the world, you can have no money in your bank account, but if you're confident and you treat that woman with respect and you show her that you value her time, because time is the most important thing on this world, it is the most important commodity to every being. Time is something we can never get more of. We're running out of it. So if you appreciate her time and you appreciate your time and you respect both of yourselves in the process, that woman will respect you more. And once that woman respects you more, she's going to want to spend more time with you. So get her a rose, satisfy her, but leave her wanting more. And that's why you get a single rose and not a bouquet. Because if you get a bouquet, you're showing her that you're putting all your eggs in one basket, and women don't want to be your end-all choice. A lot of women want to keep their options open until they find the one they love. And that is why a single rose is inviting enough to keep her wanting more, but not showing her that you're going to lose her without her. Because no woman wants the dude that's like, oh, I can't live without you. My life is going to perish if you leave me. Because that shows that you're dependent on her. And codependent relationships, or even fully dependent relationships, are unhealthy and not attractive to anybody. So the other key importance aspect I want to leave you on is don't let her disrespect you. If she starts disrespecting you, making inappropriate jokes about your appearance or your occupation or your family or your dog, don't let her do that. If she is comfortable with insulting you, she is going to insult you and treat you like shit and probably cheat on you for the entirety of your relationship. You don't want a woman that doesn't respect you. I don't care how beautiful she is, you are better than that. No person deserves to be disrespected by the one they love. And that is why you block her if she makes it a habit. If a woman is continually disrespecting you and you ask her to leave you alone and she's still trying to connect with you, just block her and go about your life. You are worth more than the disrespect she shows you. I've had that happen before too, where women were highly disrespectful to me and I had to leave them alone. And also, don't expect to date an OnlyFans model, because most of those OnlyFans models don't want to date you. Using these methods, I have attracted OnlyFans models and other, I'll be honest with you. I've attracted celebrities with this method before. You might not believe me, but I swear it's the truth. If you're charming, charismatic, and confident, a woman of any social status will learn to appreciate you. She might not be your fit, she might not be your fish in the sea, but she might formulate a crush on you. So that's my advice if you want to date a beautiful woman. First, learn to love yourself, learn to respect the woman and her time, and be confident.